If I'm president, I will wake up every day and remind Americans that not only must we do better, but also that we can do better, because I believe in America. President Obama boasts that he will fundamentally transform America. I want to restore America to our founding principles. I believe that our founding principles are what made America the greatest nation in the history of the earth. Now, among those core principles is what the founders called the pursuit of happiness. We call that opportunity, or the freedom to choose our course in life. That principle is the foundation of a society that is based on ability, not birthright. In a merit-based society, people achieve their dreams through hard work and education, risk-taking, and even a little luck. An opportunity society produces pioneers and inventors. It inspires its citizens to build and create. And these people exert effort and take risks. And when they do so, they employ and lift others and create prosperity. Their success does not make others poorer. It makes all of us better off. President Obama sees America differently. He believes in an entitlement society. Once we thought that entitlement meant that Americans were entitled to the privilege of trying to succeed in the greatest nation in the world. Americans fought and died to earn and protect that entitlement. But today, the new entitlement battlefield of this president is over the size of the check you can get from Washington. President Obama has reversed John Kennedy's call for sacrifice. He would have Americans now ask, what can the country do for you? Just a couple of weeks ago in Kansas, President Obama lectured us about Teddy Roosevelt's philosophy of government. But he failed to mention the important difference between Teddy Roosevelt and himself. Roosevelt believed that government should level the playing field to create equal opportunities. President Obama believes that government should create equal outcomes. In an entitlement society, everyone receives the same or similar rewards, regardless of education, effort, and willingness to take risk. That which is earned by some is redistributed to others. And the only people who truly enjoy real rewards are those who get to do the redistributing. Government. The truth is that everyone may get the same rewards under that kind of system, but virtually everyone will be worse off. President Obama's entitlement society would demand a massive growth of government. To preserve opportunity, however, we have to shrink government, not grow it. The success of some in America does not make us all poorer. It encourages our economy and helps us become better off. I believe in a merit society, as they envisioned it. One where education, hard work, risk-taking, dreaming, and maybe some good luck allows people to find success and build enterprises that employ and lift America. I think the president has an entirely different view. I think he's inspired by the European social welfare states.
I'd like to defer my question to my friend Marco.
Is this the U.S. Senate here? What is this?
Well, we're all in need, you know. So listen, I want to thank you very much for just mentioning the sole proprietors and their need to be able to deduct their health insurance premium as a business expense, which is a huge issue for us. But it goes far beyond health care. And I really believe you need to start saying self-employed, because there are 23 million people in this country paying the self-employment tax, that 15.3 flat tax on our income, which is a killer. And really it needs to be cut in half because it's a form of double taxation. If you want young people who are starting out in business, and I'm a farmer, I make my living as a farmer. If a farmer makes $35,000 in a year, he has to pay upfront $5,000 in self-employment tax before anything else. That drives people into the black market economy. You know that has to. It's an outrageous tax. So my question to you is, please, what else will you do for the self-employed? Because there are 110,000 self-employed people in this state and 23 million in this country, and that's from the Census Bureau. I didn't make that up. Thank you.
Thank you. A couple of thoughts. I want to help small business, big business, middle-sized business. I want to make America, as I said, the most attractive place in the world for entrepreneurs and innovators. And so I think that our tax rates I'd like to bring down so they're competitive for employers with other nations. Right now, as I mentioned, we have the highest tax rate in the world. We're at 35% for small businesses, and other nations with which we compete, largely in Europe, are at 25%. I think that the rates ought to be comparable. Number two, I think regulators ought to encourage you. I don't know which business sector you're in, but farming. Well, I was just with some folks in the as you know, in Iowa, in the central part of the country, and they were saying new labor regulations are telling you what your kids are able to do on your farm. And they're putting in place such extraordinary regulations that people are wondering, how can I even raise a family on a farm anymore? There are too many regulators and too many regulations. So one, I want to get regulations in check. I also want to make sure that your energy is freely available and more reasonably priced. I don't think it makes sense for us to be saying, for instance, that we're going to hold off on the Keystone Pipeline from Canada. I want to bring that more on into this country. I mentioned what I do in healthcare, which is to get you the same deductibility that exists for a corporation, a larger corporation. And with regards to the payroll tax, I'll take a look at that. I didn't realize you're paying that additional, that double taxation, and that's worth taking a look at.
Thanks to Richard here, who Mitt Romney called on, and then he handed the microphone to me. We did get to Mitt Romney tonight, and my brother does owe me 2 lobsters, and Mitt Romney was excellent when he said that this sole proprietors should be able to deduct their health insurance premiums as a business expense. But then, when asked about the self-employment tax of 15.3%, he said, frankly, I didn't even know that's what you were paying. 23 million Americans are paying the 15.3 flat tax on all their income, and the president, who proclaims he's for small business, does not even know that. How horrifying can that be? Thank you.